Hi, and welcome back to Politodoxy. I'm your host, Aaron Friedman. Today I'm going to do a prediction, an election prediction on the presidential election. And, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'll probably mess things up. After the election, you'll come back here and laugh at what I have to say, but that's okay, that's fine. So, let's start with this. So, as we can see, Kamala Harris apparently is now gaining in the polls for some reason, and this is rather strange to see. To me, it seems astroturfed. It's completely fake, at least in my opinion. So, right now, as things stand, what is my opinion? What does Trump win? What does it seem on the ground? So this is what I'm going to fill this out, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I believe. I'm going to give you reasons. Some things are self-explanatory, so I don't have to really give you a reason why they go blue or red. But other ones, I will explain more in detail why I would say they are going to go one way or the other. All right. So let me start out with the safe blue one. So you'll have California going obviously blue, Oregon, Washington going blue. That's not a question. Hawaii going also blue. Let's hear. What else? Oh yeah, of course. New York. What? Let's hold off New York for a moment. Illinois is it's going to be safe blue. What else? Am I forgetting anything here? I don't think I am. Yeah, of course I am. So let's go with Delaware. It's going to go blue. What else? DC definitely blue. Rhode Island definitely blue. Massachusetts, yeah, there's no question about it. Connecticut, and of course, they have also have to go blue. All right, so these are the states that'll go blue, like safe blue. Now let me fill out the safe red, and I will explain certain of these states. Some people are like they're not sure. I'll explain in a moment. Okay, so first of all, Florida is gonna go. Hey, there we go. Florida is a safe red state. And I know certain people are, wow, what do you mean? I mean, they're like, yeah, it's Republican, but it's more like likely, not safe, is it? No, I think it's actually a safe state. It is in the previous election, it was more conservative than California was Democrat. So I think it's safe to say that Florida is a safe red state. Texas is, it's not going anywhere. Texas is a safe red state. Kentucky, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma. Wait a minute. Let's hold off Kansas for a moment. Let's hold that one off. Wait, no, that's actually Nebraska. Okay, so Kansas, yeah. Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, all of these are safe. Republican strongholds, Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, North and South, Dakota, Ohio, safe. West Virginia is a safe red state. I know also with Ohio, this could be kind of pushing it for certain people, but I think it's a safe red state. All right. So I think that is the safe red. So this is the bottom floor for Republicans, 200 and 211. Bottom floor for Democrats, 135. Now let's go to the likely. I think that New Jersey is a likely Democrat state right now. Why is it likely? Because we've seen certain polling that New Jersey is now that Trump was leading in New Jersey, which of course they're outliers. Of course they're not. Trump is not going to win New Jersey, but it is an interesting dynamic. It's an interesting development. So I'm saying, okay, you know what? Let's put New Jersey in likely. The same is with New York. We're seeing certain elements in New York, interesting stuff happening in New York, but I still think that I don't really think that Trump is going to win New York. I know there's a lot of people who are, yeah, it's going to happen. Come on, guys. In any other circumstances, this would be a safe blue state. So come on, guys. Oh, and I almost forgot, of course, this also now, since Tim Walz, Tampon Tim, has been chosen as VP, of course, Minnesota is going to go, his way. Although he's not that popular as people think he is, but still, I think it's a safe blue. Okay. Now, I would now like to put Colorado as a likely blue. I think that is pretty self-explanatory. And so What else do we have here? Yeah, Maine is going to go blue. And I think that's about it. Now let's go to the likely Republican. Okay, so likely Republican, Nebraska is going to go. I think that is a likely Republican. North Carolina is likely Republican. And that's about it for that. Now let's go with leans. Oh, I almost forgot. How could I forget this? Arkansas, Alaska is definitely going Republican. Okay, so this is what the map looks like right now, right? So Republicans are in the lead, of course. I maybe my bias is playing in here. I'm just putting out what I understand to be the story on the ground. A lot of this is just self-explanatory. I don't really need to explain myself when I do this prediction. I think this is pretty. So far this will probably be very accurate. Now we're gonna head into the territory where things could go one way or the other. So let's go with a lean. Lean. New Mexico is probably going to go lean. And the reason for that is why I say New Mexico is a lean and not a likely is because I don't think that voters have forgotten about what the governor tried to do there with Donald Trump, trying to kick him off the ballot. So I think that people are like, yeah, we don't like that. So I don't think people have forgotten about that. So I don't think it's actually enough to actually switch the state, but I do think that it's enough to give them a sour taste in their mouth. So I would say that New Mexico is a lean Democrat right now. Furthermore, Vermont is also lean, definitely. I've seen Trump make inroads in Vermont, but I don't think it's enough to switch the election. But we'll see. This is where things could go one way or the other. Now let's go with lean on the Republican side. I think Arizona is gonna go. No, actually, not Arizona. Actually, not Arizona. Sorry about that. It's going to be Nevada, which is lean right now. I think Nevada is going to lean Republican, and the same is with Georgia. I don't believe that Kamala Harris is popular in Georgia. She has, especially since Trump is going to start to define her as being, hopefully, I think this is the best route for Trump to take, is to define her as being inauthentic. That's the best way. Hopefully, he will start defining her. But once he starts doing that, you'll see here her getting much more unpopular. There's a reason why she wasn't able to get to not even get one delegate in the previous election, and right now she was selected, not elected, because she's so unpopular. She has no chance, so they had to select her. Now let's go with tilt. Oh yeah, so I don't think that any of these are going to tilt Democrat. Not even one. Not one of this is tilt Democrat. I think it's actually the opposite. New Hampshire is going to be tilting Republican. Maine 2nd District. What did I do here? Maine's 2nd District is actually Republican. Maine's, let me see here. There we go. One of the districts, definitely. And tilt I will have to say that Arizona is going to tilt, although I don't think they're going to elect Kari Lake. So I think Donald Trump will win Arizona, but Kari Lake will lose Arizona. That's what I believe. That's so far what it seems to be the case. Virginia. I do believe that Donald Trump is going to win Virginia in this election cycle, especially since Glenn Youngkin has been doing some moves, taking care of the voter rolls, taking care of the election there. Voter rolls and taking care of election, how they do the elections with paper ballots. So I think it'll be much more harder for Democrats to cheat in Virginia. Furthermore, Trump has been making a lot of inroads in Virginia, plus Glenn Youngkin endorsing Donald Trump. You have a popular Republican governor in a Democrat state. I think that is enough to get it to tilt to the Republican side. So, I believe that Virginia is going to go red this time, especially since you have Kamala Harris. Again, all this is up to Kamala Harris being very unpopular and very unlikable. The same is with Pennsylvania. Now, this is crazy because Pennsylvania, previously, would have thought that Pennsylvania would have gone with Kamala Harris because she should have picked Josh Shapiro as her running mate, and then I would have said then Pennsylvania is definitely going for Kamala Harris. But now, since she chose Tim Walz, Pennsylvania is not going to go for Kamala Harris, at least in my opinion. I think it's going to go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been making so many inroads in Pennsylvania. He's very popular there, and he won it 2 elections ago. So he should be, I do believe that he'll win Pennsylvania. Same as with Michigan. With Michigan is actually, it could go both ways. I would easily make it a toss-up, but I do think that ultimately, maybe not right now, but ultimately it will tilt back to Trump. Again, Kamala Harris, very unlikable. I don't think that she has the power to turn Michigan against Trump. And the same is with Wisconsin. This is what I believe that the election map is going to look like at the end of the day. And of course, the main Nebraska's second district or whatever, it's going to stay with Donald Trump. That's what I believe. So this is what the map looks like in about 3 or 4 weeks or 5 weeks from now, after people get off the high of Kamala Harris and they start realizing, oh, wait a minute, she's a fraud and a phony, fake. There's not too much to her. Her character is terrible. Her personality is awful. Her laugh is detestable. And Donald Trump, at least, I don't. For those who say I don't really like him, but things are much better. I think that ultimately that message will win. So this is what the election looks like in the end. Give it some time. Maybe not right now. If you were to ask me how the election looks like right now, well, I will have to say that this probably goes to tilt. And New Hampshire also goes to tilt. What else? And I think that Michigan goes to tilt. Why is this not working? There we go. And Arizona. And Arizona. That's what I believe. The election right now looks like this at the moment, because people are a high, and it's all fake and astroturfed. But nonetheless, the Democrats are still going to come out in high turnout because they're so invigorated that finally the corpse is not running. So they're invigorated, they're excited. So that excitement is going to wear down. The sugar high is going to come down, and once that happens, then you're going to see a completely different map. So that's all. That's my prediction. You can comment to say how terrible I am at predictions right now. You can make your own predictions to say that how bad I did of a job here. But, this is what I think. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, leave 5 stars. You know the guys, you know the rest. Thank you very much for listening. And remember, my fellow radicals, stay political.